we move on with the rest of the reading? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so like here, last time we stopped on, remember like the structure of Unit 8, Unit 5 that we talked about weight, we talked about height, and then we talked about skin color. But here, if I ask you, like among the three aspects, your weight, your height, and your skin color, which one do you think would be the most sensitive one in the world in general? Like weight, height, and skin color. Which one should be the one you try to be careful about when you travel around the world? Like if you ask, if you really want to know like how much someone weighs, how tall someone is, or what skin color the person has, which one should you be more careful about? Yeah, usually it should be your skin color. You know why? Because like in Taiwan, it's okay for us to talk about like whether you are from an Aboriginal tribe, or you are not. But like here in the Western countries, in the States, sometimes it's sensitive to talk about whether you are an African American, you are Spanish, or you are someone from Europe. It's okay to ask people about that. But when we talk about skin color, remember if there's any joke or any funny thing that you know about weight, height, or skin color. When you know someone for the first time, skin color will be the thing you try to avoid making fun of others. You know what I mean? For weight, if you really want to make fun of someone after you know him or her for some time, it might be okay. Height could be okay, but skin color, never an issue you could make fun of. You know what I mean? So like your skin color is the one we should pay more attention to. Yeah, this is it. But like since last Friday, we only played the file once, so can I play the file once again? So like you can show this part. Okay, yeah, so here, please go to section 4. Section 4. Oh yeah, you guys, yeah.
In contrast to ancient times, darker skin is seen as more attractive than fair skin nowadays. As tan skin has become popular, some people go to tanning salons frequently, or take tanning pills to keep up with this fashion. However, people don't realize that these methods have injurious consequences. First, artificial tans are often achieved with the use of tanning beds, and the use of tanning beds has been linked to skin cancer. According to recent scientific research, using a tanning bed more than once a month increases the risk of contracting skin cancer by 55%. Second, tanning pills contain certain additives that are dangerous even for short-term use. These drugs can cause an itchy rash to develop all over the skin and may lead to certain eye disease as well. What's worse, tanning pills can bring about liver damage. No matter how they choose to do it, getting an artificial tan might eventually cost them dearly.
I guess if you like didn't read this reading before, like were you surprised that now more and more people they try to look darker instead of whiter? I mean in Taiwan maybe like even you. Like may I ask you like, oh, I don't have to ask you about that because every time before you play the volleyball games, you always put on the sunscreen. You always put on the suntan lotion. May I ask you the suntan, S-U-N-T. That should just before the suntan lotion. So suntan lotion. So when you say suntan lotion, this means that kind of lotion. Chinese might say so that means that kind of thing you put on your skin so that when you are in the sun, the sunlight wouldn't damage your skin directly. So like here, I guess like many of you, like you worry about being being tanned because I guess like we prefer, sometimes we prefer to be whiter, but like here in the Western countries, now, more and more people they prefer to be darker because you know why? It's because like for them, darker skin sometimes means that you are more healthy. I guess like it's not that common in our ideas because for us, being whiter could be more beautiful, like in your mind, but that could be two different concepts. It's okay. So here, like for the first word in Matthew, Angela, where's Angela? Oh, you catch the word in contrast. Contrast to ancient times. Darker skin is seen as more attractive than the next word of patty. Catch the word. Then fair skin, fair. So here in contrast to, when you say in contrast to something, the meaning is like this. If you say in contrast to staying at home, I was outside over the weekend, participating in my club activities. I said, were you busy this weekend, this past weekend? Yeah. So like here, when I came to school yesterday, there were so many people. Yeah, I guess like your younger school sisters that preparing for the singing contest. Singing contest. Do you remember what song you sang last year? Really? So I did you sing any English songs last year? English songs. I guess I can ask you, like, actually years ago, the singing contest in our school was actually English singing contest. So here may I ask you, like, would you prefer like we keep the singing contest this way open to all kinds of languages, or you prefer we just keep the contest like English singing contest? Which one would you prefer? Yeah, open to all languages. Okay, anyway. So here 这地方你说说过没有没有怎样我都怎样，这个地方 in contrast to 另外一个 OK 可以问一下相反 opposite. So how do you spell the word opposite? O-P-E-O-S-I-T-E. So like you can say opposite. 可是如果有一个介词 in contrast to ancient times 跟早期的状况相反的 opposite to opposite to. So things are like opposite to staying at home over the weekend. I was at school participating in club activities. So when we say in contrast to, it's similar to opposite to. 就和什么东西相反的，可这地方的 to 的介词是一样。It's okay. So here we can use the word together opposite. Yeah, thank you. But here, like, darker skin is seen as more attractive than fair skin nowadays. The word fair may ask you what the word means. Because when you think of the word fair, you might think of charming, beautiful. It's like, did you ever watch the movie My Fair Lady? It's a movie like produced a long time ago. In Chinese we call it like that. Did you ever watch the movie like this? You didn't. But anyway, like fair skin here doesn't mean beautiful, but the word fair means 没有浅色的，所以这边的 fair 是浅色。It's okay, so you can say like she wears she has brown eyes and fair hair. 她的棕色头发，头发是有点像有点像金色，你可以说 fair skin。就说你是 fair skin, you mean light yellow, 就浅黄色，不是浅色的。Yeah. So here as tan skin has become popular, some people go to tanning salons. Here, the next word, meal. Did you catch the word? Go to tanning salon. No. So like this word frequently. So here you can use the word together frequently. Yeah, so when you say you do something frequently, you do something often. It's okay. So like take tanning pills to keep up with this fashion. So when you say you keep up with something, the meaning you know before would be like you try not to be left behind with the others. 以前指的是赶上其他人，指的是 like in terms of the distance. But now if you say you try to keep up with the fashion, you mean you try to catch up with something fashionable. 有点像抽象，就赶上什么样的潮流。So you can say like now, many people are keeping up with the fashion of working out. 很多人喜欢去健身。So like if you say you try to keep up with something, just means you try to do something which is discussed, which is followed by many people. 所以以前原本只是具体的赶上谁。So you can say keep up with, let's keep up with her, so that we wouldn't get lost. 赶上她就不会迷路。可能就只是跟大家试着做梦事。It's okay, yeah. And here the next sentence. However, people don't realize that these, ask you, Stella, that's the word. Methods. Am I right? Methods. These methods have injurious. This word on the second syllable, injurious. So when we say these methods means these ways have another word for the word injurious. You can say harmful or damaging. It's okay. So like here, harmful, damaging consequences. The word consequence, may I ask you what the word means? Consequence, a word that begins with the R. When you say like staying up late could have injurious consequences, means harmful results. 这地方的 consequence 指的是预兆，就指的是后果。It's okay, so like here, these like taking pills or using tanning beds. If you don't do this in a natural way, the methods you try could harm your health. Okay, yeah. So like first, artificial pains are often the next word can ask you. Sending are often achieved. You're right. So here are often achieved, are often reached, means are often done, 达到 with the use of tanning beds. And the use of tanning beds all has been linked to skin cancer. So here a quick review may ask you, in addition to be linked to, what are the expressions can you think of if you mean there is a close relationship between two things? Be linked to, be connected to, and be associated with. 这地方稍微注意一下，这些片语大家应该都有影响。如果你是用 be associate, may I ask you how you spell the word associate? A-S-S-O-C-I-A-T-E. So it's associated. 这地方的介词还是用 with 哦。Be associated with. So you could say like her club's popularity is associated with the leadership of the staff. 他们生成的成功跟干部有关系。Yeah, like that. So if you say like A is associated with B, you mean A is linked to B. So you can say like be linked to, be connected to, but like we use the word associate, still associated with. So yeah, this is it. So here we move on. Could you please read this short part again in contrast to? This was an ancient. Yeah, so could you start from the first line in contrast to?
In contrast to ancient times,
Darker skin is seen as more attractive than fair skin nowadays. As tan skin has become popular, some people go to tanning salons frequently or take tanning pills to keep up with this fashion. However, people don't realize that these methods have injurious consequences. First, artificial tans are often achieved with the use of tanning beds. And the use of tanning beds has been linked to skin cancer. Here, 这个地方这个字 USE 这个地方原本当中什么是念的 use， 可是这地方当名词说成真实人 with the use of 变成死的音，当名词用的就这样的使用。So you can say the use of sleeping pills should be advised by the doctors. 要真的需要使用安眠药的话，需要听从医生的指示。So here's the use of something. 当名词说在这里。It's okay. Like here, this. Have you ever tried tanning beds before? I don't think so. Yeah, but like this is a tanning bed. This is the look of the tanning beds inside. So basically you have to wear goggles. You know why? It's not like you are swimming inside. It's because you need to protect your eyes. Because good question. You mean that after you take your goggles off, there could be 2 white dots on your face? I don't know, but basically like, yeah, it's like using light, but it's not really the using light. But like here inside this machine, you just need to protect your eyes. But some people told me that now in Taipei, there are whitening beds. Yeah, have you ever heard of that? I mean, some people tell me now even in Taipei, you could have places where there are machines for you to get your skin whiter. Have you ever heard of that before? Reading, but like if you could really try the whitening beds, would you try the whitening beds? I don't think so. Yeah, you're already like pretty healthy. I don't think you have to try that. But last time before you played the volleyball game, it was kind of cloudy, and I asked Ivy, do you really have to put on the suntan lotion even though it's cloudy? She looked at me as if she were some sort of professional. Of course, of course. I don't know like how like she is so careful like about how to protect the skin, but that's a good way, yeah. But anyway, yeah, the next part. According to recent scientific, the next word, Nicole, did you catch the word? Scientific research. Yeah, using a tanning bed board, then once a month increases the risk of the next word. Luya, did you catch the word? Contracting, you're right. Contracting skin cancer by 55. The next word, Ruby. Did you catch the word? 55. 100%, you're right. So like this second, tanning pills contain certain, the next word, even, that's the word, certain, here this word, it's a little bit hard. Here the stress on the first syllable is about additives. Additives. Yeah, the word add, 这个地方你知道 add, and here addition, in addition to 除此之外. Additives just means something you add to another thing. So if you say like, now many people prefer organic products because they believe there are no artificial additives inside the product. So if you don't have additives in Chinese, you might say 添加物. It's okay. So you can say like, my mom prefers organic soy milk because there are no other additives inside. 就是喜欢喝有机的东西. Yeah. Okay. And can you think of any organic stores or any shops that sell organic products in Taipei? 有听过李仁吗？李仁没听过。棉花田听过吗？比利仁。Yeah, you mean like the white or the金鱼? Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. And here, 有听过？ Oh, the husband. I'm sorry. Okay, and also, 安永新有听过？没有听过？ Have you ever? You never go shopping with your parents? No. Let me ask you seriously, like how often do you go shopping? I don't mean like shopping in the department store, no, like go grocery shopping. You know grocery shopping? 买菜，不是买菜，不是 I usually go buy vegetables with my mom. No, like you usually say like go grocery shopping. So when you say you go buy grocery, 可以加 s, you just mean you buy the foods, you buy the products you use at home, you eat at home. So grocery in Chinese you might say 就是杂货. So like groceries could cover things you eat or things you use inside your house. But if you say you go shopping, you just shopping ing. Usually you mean the clothes or the fun things, the things for entertainment. It's okay for you, so here you do what's good grocery. Yeah, so here, hey, let me ask you. When was the last time you went grocery shopping? Oh, grocery. Yeah, when was the last time you went grocery shopping with your parents? 幼稚园的时候。Are you kidding me? When was the last time you went grocery shopping? Grocery shopping. Belle, did you ever go grocery shopping with your parents? Hey, may I ask you seriously? In March, you went grocery shopping with your parents. 就真的有去买菜，就买不是买衣服，是买蔬菜买吃的。Yeah, of course. Yeah, so like here, may I ask you, in March, if you went grocery shopping with your parents, would you please bring them here? Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. But like here, like some people, hey, Fish, you never went grocery shopping with your parents. What? Okay, Fish looks like kind of sleepy, I don't know why. Didn't you go exercising this morning? Like here, second, tanning pills contain certain additives that are dangerous even for short-term use. So when you say short-term use, just mean in Chinese you might say 短期的. It's okay. So you can say like it's a short-term problem, not a long-term one. So it just means that short-term, long-term. It's okay. Yeah. These drugs can cause in the next word. May I ask you? Jenny. Cause itchy rash to develop all over the skin and may lead to certain eye disease as well. So here, itchy rash. The word rash means just the red dots and itchy parts you get when your skin is allergic to something, allergic for me. So like they say, like after I went camping, I got a rash on my skin. 去露营了以后就长红疹，所以 the word rash means 疹子. So you could say like after getting contact to some chemicals, there was a rash on my skin. 就长红疹. Yeah. And here, what's the next word? What's worse? Like tanning pills can bring about liver cancer. No matter how they choose to do it, getting an artificial tan might what? Yeah. Liver damage. No matter how they choose to to do it, getting an artificial tan line eventually. So when you say eventually do something means finally. My finally calls them dearly. This part's quite easy. Basically, I guess this paragraph is about two things. Number one, the idea of beauty being changed over time. In the past, we preferred whiter skin, but now, in general, sometimes people prefer darker skin. So I hear if you ever were you ever worried about whether you could get, or you couldn't, were you ever worried that you couldn't maintain the color of your skin you have right now? Like when you go outside doing some outdoor activities? Yeah, I guess like many of you like who are on the honor guard team or on the marching band or like, but does Anita have to stay outside for a long time? Do you have to stay like really? Okay, but I guess you would have to stay inside and standing against the wall for a long time. You don't have to stay outside. You have to stay outside? Okay. She couldn't talk in a normal way after she started to wear braces. You know, Anita started to wear braces. Braces, you know braces? Yeah, top braces. Yeah. So here, braces. Like here, I guess now, like when she talks, she's still like even used to having something inside her mouth. Yeah, but you will get better anyway. So here, here, when you say somebody who is dear to you, the person is close to you. But here, I ask you, like if you don't look the meaning up in the book, when you say call somebody dearly, what does it mean when you say something calls you dearly? The word dear means something who's close to you, but dearly doesn't mean in a good way, but means number one, highly. Number two, problems. So if you say like this, no matter how they choose to have a tan, getting an artificial tan might eventually cause them dearly. Here the word dearly means may cause them many problems. 这个地方的 dearly 解释成两个意思，一个意思解释成要价很高，第二个解释成带来很大的麻烦。So you could say like, I like my new cell phone, but it costs me dearly. 我很喜欢我的新手机，可是它真的很贵。So like, when you say something costs you dearly, you are sort of making fun of the money you spend on something, or you are sort of emphasizing the problem something might bring about to you. It's okay. So I hear two meanings, but here, getting an artificial tan might eventually cost you dearly. Here 这个地方当然意思不是解释是要价很高，只是会造成你很大的困扰。It's okay, yeah, this is it. So here, could you please go over the little part once again according to recent scientific? Yeah, we start from the first word according to recent scientific research. Using a candy bag one day once a month increases the risk of contracting. This word on the second syllable, you don't slow. So you could read it again, contracting. Skin cancer by 55%. Second, candy pills contain certain additives that are dangerous even for short-term use. These drugs can cause an itchy rash to develop all over the skin and may lead to certain eye disease as well. What's worse, candy pills can bring about liver damage. No matter how they choose to do it, getting an artificial tan might eventually cause them dearly. Yeah, this is it. So here, after we talk about weight, height, and skin color, this is a little quote I would like to share with you. Have you ever heard of this before? Beauty is in the eye of the, like now, maybe in the past, people prefer whiter skin, now they prefer darker skin. So you could say that maybe, like, all of us, we care about how we look, but eventually, it's not decided by, like, anybody or like by the world, but by the people you really care. So like maybe your family, your friends, and you. Yeah, they are the people you really care about. So like here sometimes you mean like beauty is in the eye of the someone, you mean the people who look at you, the people who care about you. So like here, 有听过这句话吗？就有点像是情人眼里出西施的意思。所以这地方 beauty is in the eye of the B 开头的 beholder. beholder. So here, have you ever heard of the word beholder before? Behold is the old form of the word look. 这个字现在很少用了。This word behold is used in dramas, written by people in Shakespeare's times. 这个在早期17、18世纪就是常用，所以这个字现在只是拿来当做好笑的时候要用 behold. It's okay, yeah. So here now the word behold. Behold means look, but the word now is not used often. 这是一个比较旧的字。It's okay, yeah. So here could you please read the word together? Behold. Yeah, so here like this quote just means like sometimes the way you think of how charming someone is not decided by the person, but is influenced by the people he or she cares about. Is that okay for you? Yeah. So here could you please read the quote together? Beauty is in the eye.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, I mean I do agree that sometimes maybe you feel confident in yourself, but sometimes if your friends tell you, hey, I think you look better when you wear short hair. Maybe you didn't like your short hair at first, but after your friends told you they like your short hair, you start to think, yeah, I look good when I wear short hair, and you started to wear short hair. You know what I mean? 所以以前你留长头发的时候 maybe like you after you had a haircut and you changed your hairstyle from long to short, and you were worried that you didn't look good. But after your friends told you you look good with short hair, then you started to feel better about yourself. So you basically like no matter how you view yourself, sometimes your friends say something nice about you, you feel good. Even though you feel not so good about yourself, but you feel good when others tell you you look good. So like sometimes we are influenced by others' ideas, not our ideas. Think about it. So here this would be this would be the conclusion. So here, are you ready? I'm going to play the last part.
It's reasonable for us to try different ways to improve our appearance, since looking good can strengthen our confidence and even make us more cheerful. Yet, we must keep in mind that excluding the often perilous measures for becoming more attractive, there are still multiple other ones that we can take advantage of, including getting the proper amount of exercise and sticking to a balanced diet. After all, what's the use of being physically attractive if we are not healthy, or even alive, to enjoy it?
Okay, this will be the last part. Maybe check the words together this time. So here the first word is for us to try different ways to improve our appearance. So here the first word that begins with an R is reasonable. It is reasonable for us to try different ways to improve our appearance. Since looking good can, this word, strengthen. 这个地方呢 ，confidence 你可以想要提高自信用 boost， 有另外一个是 strengthen， 从 strong 来的，所以这个地方你说名词的话是 strength，S-T-R-N-G-T-H。这个是它在写作文转折的地方，你说我们现在的分公室力量比较大的人就做比较出众的工作，所以接下来many of you wrote that my father has more physical power。那个地方用 power 那个字呢，我好像把它画起来，因为这个地方如果你是体力比较好，或是力量比较大的，会用 physical strength 比较好。Power usually mean 比较抽象，比如说是权力，或是 magical powers， 比较等于说是不是比较具体的体力，所以 power 这个地方只是权力或是魔力比较常见。Okay, so if you say like my father is the one with more physical strength， 就是我爸爸的体力或者我爸爸的力量比较大。Okay, so here strengthen。这个字就跟 long、lengthen、strong、strength、strengthen 一样的意思，你说增强什么样的东西？So here can boost our confidence and even make us more cheerful. Yet we must keep in mind that here, the next word. Did you catch this word? The excluding that often perilous measures for becoming more attractive. There are still multiple other ones that we can take the advantage of. So here, yet, however, we must know that excluding, here the word excluding 有两个片语学过的。如果我们排除掉，还有很多方式我们可以用。如果我们不用那些 perilous measures， 如果不用的话，所以这地方把什么排除在外 ？except for。OK， 所以这个地方的 excluding 就是 except for， 这个 for 可以被省略，所以你可以说 except carrots。I like all the vegetables， 除了红萝卜以外，我剩下都吃。So like here you can say like except for the dangerous methods, we can still have other ones to use. 明白吗？所以这样等于说，就算不用那些危险的方法，我们还有很多方法可以用。这个地方的 perilous, we didn't talk about this word before. 这个是在第一个音节，所以 we usually together perilous. Yeah. So here when we say perilous, we mean dangerous. Dangerous. But here the meaning between the difference between perilous and dangerous is that when you say something that is perilous, it is even more dangerous. 所以 perilous 这个字跟 dangerous 比较是它就其实更为险峻的、更加危险的程度，就比 dangerous 还要再更高。And here the word perilous, the noun is the word peril. 也是在第一个音节，所以我们写到 peril. Yeah, so peril 这个是可数的，所以你可以说 it would be a peril for you if you stay in the sun for too long without any protection. 如果没有保护的话，在堂下搭配就是很危险的事。这可以说，并且 it is a danger, it is a peril. 所以 peril 这个字就跟 danger 同义词，它比它更程度更高。Yeah, it's okay. So here there are still many other ones that we can take advantage of. So here take advantage of 另外一个小句可以问一下吗？就是 of 好善加利用 make use of. Okay, so it means like there are still multiple ones that we can make use of. 跟这个片语学过了，所以有一个字我可能会讲到，可以先记一下。如果解释成好好的充分使用一开头的一个字。Did you ever learn that before? If we say explode it, how do you spell the word explode it? 善加利用 explode it, P-L-O-I-T. 这个字可以稍微学一下，因为这个字其实你在读新闻的时候还蛮常用到的。你说 We should explode the facilities inside the hotel. 去住饭店的时候，去避旅的时候，大家就要尽量的利用饭店的设施。所以这个地方的 explode 就指的是 use something fully 充分使用。可这个字通常在新闻里面你会听到另外一个意思哦，你会说 In Unit 4, we talked about international companies exploiting poor farmers in Southern America. So if you say exploiting or exploit someone, 会解释成剥削贫苦的人。所以这个字有两个意思，一个是充分利用，和另外解释成就是剥削某人，就只是压迫某人以得到好处。So it's like in the ancient times, many poor farmers were exploited by their owners. 有一些佃农会被压榨，就这个字 exploit. It's okay, so like you can always get exploit. Yeah, 所以你可以说 there are still multiple other ones that we can exploit. 一个字就解释成充分利用。Yeah, 可这个字在用的情况不一样的时候，意思会变掉。It's okay, yeah. So here including getting the proper amount of exercise and sticking to a balanced diet. So when you say like proper amount, proper 有想到其他字吗？我要为你复习 ，I 开头。A 开头的。Procreate, A-P-R-O-P-R-I-A-T-E, and a word that begins with the letter S, suitable. 还有一个 A 开头的 A， 合适的、适当的 adequate. Remember, if you say adequate, how do you spell the word adequate? A-D-E-Q-U-A-T-E. So if you say adequate, it just means suitable, proper. It's okay, so here this word could be used to get adequate. Yeah, so also it's A-T-E on the first syllable. So something that is adequate is something that is proper, suitable, appropriate. It's okay, so it means like including getting the adequate amount of exercise and sticking to a balanced diet. After all, what's the use of being physically attractive if you are not healthy or even alive to enjoy it? Yeah, so like here if you say what's the use of something, this is one of the expressions of Unit 7. It means, Unit 5. It means what's the purpose of? What's the purpose of? So like 就等于说这个东西的目的是什么？所以like you can say like what's the purpose of winning everything? If I cannot have like here you say what's the purpose of doing something? 这个东西的目的到底是什么？ Yeah, we can say what's the purpose of getting good grades if you cannot keep any of your friends? Yeah, so like here you need to strike a balance between your study and your friends. So like here you say what's the use of something, mean what's the purpose of something. You know what I mean? It's okay. Yeah, this is it. So if we move on, could you please read the last conclusions together? Is it reasonable for us to? try different ways to improve our appearance. Saying looking good can strengthen our confidence and even make us more cheerful. Yet, we must keep in mind that, excluding the often perilous measures for becoming more attractive, there are still multiple other ones that we can take advantage of, including getting the proper amount of exercise and sticking to a balanced diet. After all, what's the use of being physically attractive if we are not healthy or even alive to enjoy it? Yeah, this is it. So here, before we end this lesson, just two quotes to share with you. I guess you all know her, Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, and I guess many of you like Jennifer Lawrence. But there's one thing I like her the most is that she is not the typical type of Hollywood star that always tries to show the extreme side of beauty to us. She is promoted by trying to remain natural and down to earth, 比较实际的 when she talks about the concept of beauty. So here's a sentence she said once she was in an interview. She once said, I can name a lot of things that taste better than skinny feels. 我可以想到很多东西尝起来比 skinny 更好. And there are two things. Did you ever hear this quote before? No? Here. Potatoes, bread. You know what she was trying to say here? No idea. Yeah, but if we read a quote together, again, I can name a lot of things that taste better than skinny feels. Potatoes, bread. What does that mean? She sort of twisted the meaning of the word skinny. 所以这地方它有点像是把这个字的 taste 跟 feel 制成，我可以想到很多比为了追求苗条而感觉更好的事情，就是你就吃你想吃的。Instead of sacrificing everything just in order to reach some kind of fantasy people have about actresses or about actors in the entertainment business. You know what I mean? Like that. So here, like the word skinny doesn't really mean like the look of the shape. It means being skinny. 等于说我可以想到更多比永远保持原条更好的事情。Yeah, it's okay. This is it. So here, please read the quote again. I can name a lot of things. That tastes better than skinny feels. Potatoes, bread. Yeah, but I guess there's another quote I like to use to end the lesson. You know her? Yeah, my fair lady, Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn. Have you ever heard of Audrey Hepburn before? Audrey, A-U-D-R-E-Y. Hepburn, H-E-P-B-U-R-N. Hepburn. So here, Audrey Hepburn in Chinese we translate as Yeah, Audrey Hepburn. So she once said this. This is the picture of her when she was young. This is the picture of her when she got old. More senior. So basically, I guess she still looked quite attractive, but she once said this. Something is the only beauty that never, F-A-E-S. Can you read this word? Fades. So something is the only beauty that never fades. If you can think of something, that is the only beauty that never fades. Fades 的地方是指成褪色。So like something is the only beauty that never fades. What could you think of right here? Like what's the thing about a person that never changes when he or she gets older? I mean, like when you get older, what would be the thing that would never change? A word that begins with the E. A word you learned before. No idea? Graceful. Elegance. Yeah, so here elegance, you know the word elegance? Elegance just means grace. Yeah, so here we read the quote again. Elegance is the only beauty that never fades. What does that mean? I guess it's easy to understand, right? Maybe now you care a lot about your look, but it's like your mom, it's like your dad. I mean, like when one gets more senior, maybe eventually it's not a thing that on the outside that you can keep, that you can try not to change forever. We all change. Our looks will change, like unavoidably when we get older. But like the thing that is inside is the thing that we can keep and maintain. can. Yeah, no matter how old we are. Yeah, this is the meaning of the quote. It's okay, yeah, think about it. So here we can read the quote here, elegance is only beauty. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so like here, I guess like we try to pay attention to how we look all the time, but maybe like sometimes it's healthy for you to think about the same question from a different aspect. So for you, yeah, this is it. So here can we move on to the sentence pattern part. It's very easy. So like we'll finish the sentence pattern part quickly. So here the sentence pattern, we please use the book, the textbook. So here the first part, we will talk about just a quick review, the way we use the 4 words, make, have, make, get, and that. Very easy. So here, this will be a quick review. The first one. The first part is the review of the verbs you learned before. So like here, there are 8 sentences. And based on the meaning of the sentence, you decide whether you should use have, get, make, and that. Very easy. So here the first one. These are not the things in your book. So like you can just look at the screen and have a quick review together. So here the first one. Gary really wanted a dog, but his parents wouldn't. Very easy. Let him have a pet. So here you can read the first sentence. Gary really wanted. His parents wouldn't let him have a pet. Now the second one. I can't believe you look at her vacation pictures again last night. We have to look at those singing pictures every time we go to her house. So here this word should be make, have, get, or let. 什么意思？我不敢相信他每次去他们家的时候，他到 BE 看他出去玩的照片。到底好好玩呀？那个呢 ，yeah, you would feel stupid. So like here 这地方，如果你说 she should be make or have, she made you look at her vacation pictures again last night. 这地方，如果你刚觉得说为什么是 have 的话，等一下跟下句比较一下，这一句 made 比较好，而不会是 had。等一下再提醒你一次，下一句可以看一下。I don't know how you convince your children. Sorry, would you please read the sentence again? I can believe she made you. Look at her vacation pictures again last night. We have to look at those singing pictures every time we go to our house. Yeah, the third one. I don't know how you convince your children to clean out their rooms. I couldn't my children to clean out their rooms, whichever way I tried. 这地方如果用这个句子的话，要用 have, get, make 还是 let？ 这地方的话，语义你可能觉得都可以，是因为语法的关系，你只能用的这就是 get。为什么呢？因为后面有 to do something， 所以这地方是以前学过的，稍微注意一下。如果你说 you really ask somebody to do something, you can say like make somebody do something, have somebody do something, or you can say get somebody to do something. This will be the basic way we use the word get. Get 在表示一定要想办法让人家做某事的时候，这个地方一定要接 to do， 而且这边要稍微注意一下 ，get 在用的时候。 是想办法叫谁去做某事，所以这地方在用 get 的时候，一定是想办法去，就不是一定是命令，所以意思不一样哦。这个很一样。The next part, the professor, each of the students write an essay describing their future goals in life. 这地方在用的时候是 make 还是 have 呢？这边应该是 have 哦，就是 have。为什么呢？这边讲完休息，这边至少今天在结束前呢，稍微注意一下。 make 跟 have 的差别，上句在这里，这地方 I can't believe she made you look at her vacation pictures again。我不敢相信她又逼着你看。这地方的 make means you make somebody do something. There is no reason， 没有理由就叫去做。可是如果你之前把 make 跟 have 一起背的话，你这边要区别一下。have 的意思就一定就两个，一个就是什么东西呢？ You assign somebody to do something， 指派某人做某事。Why you 为什么要用 assign 呢？因为 there is a relationship between the person and you。 所以不是没理由的叫你去，而是指派你去做。The second will be you hire somebody to do something for you。你雇佣某人做某事，所以 have 这个在用的时候，一定有任务的区别，一定有某种方式让人家使人去做，跟 make 是不一样。所以如果你是 my parents and I， 一定是 make； 如果是 my boss and I， 一定是 have。这样知道吗？所以这个语要稍微区别一下 ，have 会有责任上的区别 ，make 只是单纯。 使他叫他一定要去做这件事情。Okay, yeah, this is it. So here, could you please read the sentence again? The professor had. Each of the students write an essay describing their future goals in life. Yeah, this is it. So here, yeah, this is it. Let's take a break. Thank you. And tomorrow afternoon.